Today I will be trading out the ignition switch on my 2004 Porsche 996. The part here is 4B0 905849. The B is the later production model of the switch, and since this is a 2004, the last year they made 996s, I'm betting that it was the B model, but we'll see when we take it out, if we can get it out. I'm preparing myself with some very small screwdrivers because it's a tight space. So I have a jeweler screwdriver here, and then some sort of other ones. Obviously I get more torque with the larger handle screwdriver. I'm going to put the window down and disconnect the battery. So take a 10mm socket, and I'm just going to do the positive side, loosen that up, and it's already loose, and take it off. So I just tucked the positive terminal underneath, and I wrapped it with a little jacket I have here, just to make sure it doesn't come back and make any contact. First thing you have to do is remove this duct thing here, which we're going to see if that's even easy. But it's got an accordion in the middle, so we'll squeeze everything together and see if it comes out. All right, and I guess we don't need to see too much. Let's see how we're going to get in here. We got a hand here, here's a hand. Trying to grip this thing is crazy. Slide out of the car. Let's see. Getting this piece out was a bit difficult because it was hard to grip on it. But I used these little Amazon work gloves that I have for doing stuff around the house, and it really gives you a much better purchase or grip. This is the clean underside, and it's just a cord. I just brought both sides together, and first one side came out, then the other side pulled out. It's not looking too messy inside, pretty clean. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at, see if we can find the ignition switch. There is the ignition switch. Let's see, and that white piece is the part I'm going to replace. Let's see if we can get a better look at it. The screws, I don't know how I'm going to fit in here, to be honest with you. But we'll take a look, see if we can do it. All right, so I just pulled that off. It comes off without an issue. The issue is now these screws here. Can we get enough torque to get them out? And I'm not going to be able to hold this and do it at the same time. I could feel it in there. There's one on the other side too, which I can't get my elbow under there to even, so it's all wrist. So it's going to be difficult. We'll see if we can do it. There are two screws that should be loosened and not removed. After only 5 minutes of frustration, it was obvious to me that I was too large to fit into the footwell to take out, or should I say loosen, these two screws. My very capable wife, however, fit perfectly, and I was very, very happy that she volunteered to help. She oriented her head toward the accelerator pedal for one of the screws and toward the clutch pedal for the other screw. In that way, she was able to loosen both sufficiently so that we could, or in fact she could, then remove the ignition switch. So my wife was able to get both shoulders here in the footwell, and for that reason was able to loosen the screws. She's a real hero. And so I wanted to check and make sure the new one's seated, and it is seated. So now we're just going to have her tighten those screws and reattach everything, and we'll see if it works. Thanks. So positioning is very difficult to do this. Kind of came in from almost the passenger side and slid in underneath.
think I got it there for a little bit.
It was flush when it was all the way in.
But I got it turned a couple times.
You want to try the jeweler's screwdriver? That's the right direction. Looks backwards to this. This is the upper one. You come in from the other side. All right. I start the car up, and now is the big test. Can I turn it off without it telling me that I have not removed the key? Clutch in. Let's open the door.